That is so much fun. Alright! We're in
Hey,
the jam
Jay.
select, boys.
Alright, I'm having a storm outside. I'm just now seeing that, and my power could easily go out, just so
Alright,
you know.
well, it's all good. Let me know when your power goes out, okay?
I will.
Alright, sounds good. Alright. Here we go. We got the Rek'Sai and the Ahri band. Ahri completely and utterly seen miles away. They don't want strong aggression from Grandma's nips, obviously. They do not want those nips to go anywhere near them. As they ban out the Zed
Except
too.
off the floor.
Oh my god.
You know those nips are dragging on the floor.
Too much grandma puns. Oh my god. What the hell?
Too much grandma, that's for
Ah.
I ain't calling your grandma fat, but I sure ain't calling her skinny.
My grandma's like 5'2". Like,
Hey, she's 5'2" in height and 5'2" around.
oh my god. That's so savage. I can't believe you. My grandma would beat the shit out of you, Brent. She would kick the shit out of you. She'd get her cane and
Here
just,
it
like,
is. I ain't calling her fat. I ain't calling her fat, but I sure as hell don't think she weighs less than the Hamburglar. But
what the fuck?
I don't know. We're just gonna make it work.
Picks and
We'll roll with
bacon.
it.
You can't make that work. That doesn't even work.
I made it work.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna
The
make it work
hamburger-
by rolling with it.
Oh my god. Rolling away like your
Hamburger is
fat
a
ass.
Fat cultural I'm trying to make a cultural reference here. All right, you could say that she's fatter than the guy from Lost. I don't know.
Oh, that guy. Okay, that's rude. I like that.
I mean,
guy.
he was
Nice.
huge.
He's got a nice personality. All right. What the hell?
He's
What
got a
the-
nice
All right,
personality.
let's talk about League. Let's talk about League.
He's got a
Oh my
nice
God.
personality until he eats you because you're stranded on an island with him and he
Hey,
has no food.
You want to talk about big and annoying?
Yes,
Let's
man.
talk about Nautilus.
Oh, God.
Right? Segway, segway, segway.
You can't say segue. You can't segue it and then just say segue.
I mean,
work that way.
I just did, but either way, here we go. Nautilus, first pick for TC Snits. Big, annoying tank up in the top lane, potentially support, potentially jungle. I'm gonna say probably in the tank top. So real safe pick there. Hard engage, all the lockdown they really need on the team because of all of he brings. And then the instant lock, Nidalee Morgana pick up for Requiem. Now, Nidalee is one of those champions that if you know how to play that champion, you can single-handedly carry the game because she just has so much catch potential and can clear the jungle so fast. She can catch out the enemy jungler, and if that's an Amumu, that is a mistake. Because Nidalee can abuse you so hard, and it's an Amumu, so
Wow.
Requiem,
Wow.
if they don't go for an invade, and if Nidalee doesn't get this aggression in the jungle, then they're making a huge mistake here. Because Nidalee can jungle circles around that Amumu.
Also, she gets locked up with the ultimate. She's still throwing spears.
Yeah, like,
That's still coming. I mean,
Nidalee is online early, mid, and late game. Amumu is only really online late game. So, not to mention, Nidalee's clear speed is just 3 times that of Amumu. But, anyways, if B Camp doesn't abuse the fact that there's an Amumu jungle, then I would be incredibly surprised. You see the Sivir pick up, second Sivir game in a row. I'm not the 80 carry, Brent. Is it really that big of a buff, you
mean-
think?
no.
No?
I don't. There's so many better options than Sivir right now. So many better options. I'm apparently, because like Lucian's still really strong, like the strongest ADC right now, nowhere to be seen. Kog'Maw, really strong right now, nowhere to be seen. Now he actually may come out for B Camp's team here for Requiem. They got the Lulu, they got the Nidalee, they got the I mean they already got the Ezreal.
Could
Can't
be a
quite have
mid
that much
Ezreal.
AP.
It could be. I doubt
But
it.
like, I mean, I'm trying to
Well,
figure out what it
I'll
is.
tell-
It's
I'll
just
tell you
better
what it is.
options.
I'll tell you right there. That is what it is. they needed wave clear. The Sivir has pretty good wave clear. Maybe Living Paradox isn't necessarily like a Jinx player or a Kalista player, but Sivir has really nice
Kalista's got
clear.
wave clear.
Oh, I said or a Kalista.
Lucian's got wave clear.
I said
what?
not.
Corki. Where's the Corki at?
Look at the
What are
AP.
these teams
Look at the
doing?
AP. If they went Corki, they
There's
would be
so many other
insanely
options.
AP heavy. Corki would have been the
That is true.
incredibly wrong pick here. So maybe a Jinx, maybe a Kalista, maybe even I would have liked a Lucian here too, but maybe they're going for the same kind of style as Fire
Lucian.
last game with the hard Sivir engage,
Ashe.
Nautilus hook.
Jin could work. Like, there's so many. I even think Jin's better than Sivir. I don't know. Sivir did win last game, so we'll see if Sivir wins the game. But I don't think Sivir actually made an impact last game. She was down by 100 and something CS.
Wait, what? Is that a lane sin? Is that a lane
No, that's a
niddly?
Nidalee. That's a lane Nidalee top. What a
Oh,
mistake!
my mistakes.
What are you doing,
My
PCAM? Requiem,
mistakes.
come on. You had a team comp. You outdrafted. They had, at the time, outdrafted them. When the Galio Sivir comes out, you know you outdrafted your opponent. I'm not calling Galio and Sivir bad. I'm just not calling them, like, they ain't going to win no world championship. That's for sure.
Requiem made a huge mistake here. Nidalee is just not good in lane. If that's a Lee Sin lane, I
Maybe
think
a lane
that's
Lee Sin.
just as much a mistake because
There-
he falls off.
That looks like Requiem's trying to little fake out Snits here.
Okay, Requiem is probably one of the best teams in the league. They are champions in the past, but I still think this is 100% a mistake. That is a lane Nidalee. So interesting.
I don't even know who's gonna win this game.
Nidalee is just so easy to counter in the lane.
I want neither of these teams to win right now. I don't like either.
None of you deserve it. None of you. There's no deserving here.
Jay, shut her down, boys.
Oh man.
Shut her down, lock her up. That's it. We're going home.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on? We had a 56.5-minute game. We got Sivir and Galio coming out. What is this, season 1? Hello?
Apparently their top laner is a one trick. I don't know.
I know, but I haven't.
I don't know, man. A one trick is all right, but
Where's
honestly,
the Kog'Maw? You got Lulu, Ghana, and you're gonna pick the Ezreal.
Yeah, you got a one. You got a
You gotta
gold
pick
three.
the
You got a
Ezreal.
gold 3-1 trick. In all honesty, like anyone who's smart against a lane Nidalee, oh, I'm gonna play behind the minions. Oh, I'm gonna go to the other side of the minions when Nidalee's on the wrong side. Like it's so easy to counterplay that. And then you're against a Nautilus who can lock you up with his hook and his shield and his. I'm so confused here.
You can't for you to tell that there's tanks. There actually has to be tanks.
I mean,
I mean,
tankily.
I tank Nidalee maybe. I don't know. I assume there's gonna be a Rage Blade.
Like Lee Sin can just go straight tank, and then Lulu can kind of supplement that. So it's possible. Let's see. All right. No way. We're gonna get a minute left in the spectator delay. Regardless, now
I am just trying to figure this
let's
out.
talk about either way. Even still, it is a Nidalee top. I disagree with it. We're done with it. All right. How about this Lee Sin into Amumu? Either way, Amumu is incredibly weak early, and Lee Sin and Nidalee are both incredibly earlier game junglers who can abuse the hell out of an Amumu. So I think the Amumu pickup so early was an insane mistake on TC Snit's part.
Yeah, I would agree with you, but as we saw last game, the Vi did nothing to punish the Amumu. If B-Camp doesn't do anything to punish him, and Amumu just hits like 4 or level 6, he can come out pretty strong at level 4 too. A lot of people underestimate his damage, especially with that bandage toss lockup. Like if he's coming in top lane, it's a lot of CC already. It'll be interesting to see. If Quicklepick can kind of get out on the map, start putting some pressure out, then maybe he can, avoid any early game discrepancies. But so far, this is just going to be one interesting game to see how it runs out. These are two teams that are very off meta, sort of. They got some power champions, the Lulu, the Nidalee, the Lee Sin. And then You got some like weak champion. I hate to say weak because these guys might actually do well on them. They may synergize well, but it's just not a usual combination.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they actually meld together because it's an incredibly wonky combination of champions here. I mean, the second Galio game we've seen in the tournament thus far. I think 2 nights in a row we've seen it. So
yeah, now Galio is anti-AP. That is for sure.
But there's also, there's still a Lee Sin on the enemy team. There's still an Ezreal who does.
You could just play like Syndra or something. Yeah, you could play like Lux or Syndra or something. Just be anti-champion.
Well,
that works
yeah,
too.
You could.
I mean, when they're dead, they're not doing any damage. Death is the greatest form of CC.
You're not wrong, Brent. You're very not wrong. And now we're going to get into this. And we're going to actually have to see who's got the better, I guess, quote, comp, end quote. Like,
who's got the... I couldn't even tell. All right, I guess we got to decide. Lee, who do you think is going to win?
I don't want to vote for any teams.
Well, you got to. We got to make a decision.
No, because at this point, this is not, using your knowledge of League of Legends and analyzing analytical skills to, figure out who's going to win. This is literally 100% of a luck, thought process here. If I had to say it, I'm going to say Requiem. Requiem wins.
Requiem wins. I'm going to disagree with you.
Of course you are.
Well, here's my reasoning. I had my choice picked. Good grief. Good grief. I'm getting grief for having an opinion around here. Nah, but anyways, I think Snits is gonna win because the Nautilus, the Galio, and the Amumu, and the Alistar can all provide a lot of CC. Now, granted, they don't have an 80 carry to really capitalize on all that CC. They don't have like a Draven or a Callista or something that can make use of it all, but at least they got somebody.
Yeah.
So I think the team fight CC is going to prove out on top, especially once they buy a locket, buy a couple of lockets, and, Requiem's going to stop doing damage.
Now, TC Snits are a very tanky just team in general with their champions that they have picked, so that makes sense. But if Requiem do their job properly and they play this early game advantage that they obviously have,
they got to poke. They can't team fight at all. They just got to poke the entire game. There's no team fight on Requiems.
They need to take advantage of this early game because if they don't and they allow TC Snits to scale up, then Snits have this game in the bag. So once this game goes past 30 minutes, probably Snits got it.
Well, I would say Snits can force stuff and just force fights, and really Requiem can, again, just only poke. People are saying Seraph was good at Nidalee, but Seraph is also really good at changing teams because he hasn't been able to play well enough to stay on a solid one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seraph was really good at one point in time. I think he's kind of fallen off in the recent history just simply because he can't find a team to stick with, it seems. But yeah, we'll see if this Nidalee one trick is going to happen because I don't know if a one trick is strong enough to carry you out of this game.
We'll find out. It's just gonna be hard to tell. It really is. Now, if they can go off and they can get a shit ton of poke down there before Snits can kind of get that item to just start tanking through everything, then yeah, they're gonna have problems. But that is just such a small window.
Yeah,
I don't see Requiem pulling it off.
They're definitely on a clock right now, and they have to make use of it because if they don't, this game is over before it even started. If they don't plan on taking this game pre-20, 25 minutes, it's done. Ooh.
Well, hold on a second. Nidalee's going in, fighting. Now, Nokia did pull him out of the minion wave, so he's not taking any minion damage. He's not going to quite go down. He will with that last auto attack on a turret. If he would have stayed in the minion wave, he may have actually been able to return that, but opted to go into the bush and allow Rocket to dodge the aggro.
Well, first blood for the one-trick Nidalee, so we'll see if they can actually make something with this. I'm really
Yeah.
conflicted just about this champion getting first blood.
That was
'cause-
more of a miss. I gotta say, that was way more of a misplay by Nokia than it was a great play by Rocket.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Oh, the binding.
Exhaust and he'll go down. Forces a teleport out of Galio the mid lane. He's gonna come steaming in here, but Requiem's already on the way out. Snits is not gonna be able to get close enough. Gets a speed boost, but the binding's gonna be no pulverized headbutt from the Alistar. And Requiem's gonna have no problem getting a free teleport. And here comes the Nidalee teleport. Alistar is very low. A spear will mean death. Alistar's gonna headbutt him away and flash out. He gets out barely to safety. Morgana's looking for more bindings and more spears, but neither one of them will be enough to pick up a kill.
Really late TP from Nidalee there. Had she done it a little earlier, that would have been a guaranteed kill, but she did get at least a flash out of Alistar, which is a pretty big summoner spell for that champion. So
Yeah.
overall, I guess it was worth, but now she's going to miss quite a bit of farm as Nautilus is going to push an entire wave and a half into her turret.
You are right, though. That nearly could have teleported after, as you and Fountain, instead of walking halfway out in the lane. And she would have been able to pick up the kill, as Snits would have been way too far pushed up to get out of that.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a mistiming. Maybe miscommunication from the rest of the team, or
Good
maybe
from
just because
Lulu,
he's new and he didn't trust the teleport.
It's good for Lulu, though, to get all that farm, just, so the XP isn't going to waste. Oh, the sphere lands.
Spear lands, is jumping, gonna get a lot of damage, chunking down to health, half health, but he's got the potion. It's gonna be a little bit scary with the Sheen right now.
That was
Not
a lot.
That's what we were talking about. He got the advantage early.
B camp. Those are more minions than you, and you're an early lease in with no real items there. Be careful, friend. Be careful.
Man. We saw what happened though. With Snits and minion waves, they just leave them.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and this Nokia Battle Axe is going to be on an island by himself up in the top lane to deal with in Italy. I feel like Quicklebick is going to have a fun time as Nidalee is warding up his jungle.
Oh, look at this. Lee Sin, because of those getting those minions mid, he's actually got the level advantage on Quicklebick, who's still level 5. And B-Cap's going to try to make use of that. Already going top, trying to feed up this one-trick pony in Italy. So far, he's going to get it. There's the jump. There's the kick. Sends him right out of tower. Forces a flash. And Rocket's not able to capitalize on it. But he did get the summoner spell for it.
That's actually really big. This Nidalee has been bullying Nautilus, even though he has more farm. And getting that summoner spell safety out of Nautilus is huge. So we'll see if Rocket can get any more pressure up there.
Yeah, if B-Camp can maybe make some return journeys with that summoner spell now being down, should be able to pick up the kill. Now, Rocket's going to get in there and should get himself a blue buff steal for this. Or at least a lot of harass. Maybe keep Quicklepick off of it, who's still not level 6.
Yeah, look at the pigs, though. He's got that jungle warded up. He's not afraid of anything.
Oh, here we go. The fight is on. Rocket's in a little bit of trouble as Galio comes in with a flash ultimate. And the Nautilus combo with the anchor. Now Nautilus is going onto the Gazer Funk. Or Garzo Funk, excuse me, on the Lulu. Gonna try to knock him dead as he went in to follow his substitute top laner. Getting CC'd up. Now B-Camp is here. No ultimate to kick him out. But it does mean Funk gets out. B-Camp flashes out to safety. So a little bit of a great escape.
And that's the problem with the one-trick ponies, though, is they feel like they can do these crazy solo queue maneuvers, and it costs them a lot. It's costing them farm up in the top lane. It's cost them a kill. Now Nautilus has an assist, and Galio has a kill. So, while one-tricks do work in solo queue, this is a 5v5 tournament. This isn't solo queue. So,
Rotations are quick.
yeah, that's why I'm so worried about that pick.
Ooh, Paradox. Getting the level advantage a little bit ahead of a SpongeBob. Able to chunk Morgana down to half. it may be a little bit scary. This Sivers definitely providing a little bit more of an impact than the previous one was, but now they might be in trouble. Didn't spell shield the binding, and now is in a lot of trouble as Ezreal picks it up with the True Shot Barrage. Now Lee Sin, BCam's gonna kick back. Penguin Warchief, who flashes under tower with the ultimate chugging away, or excuse me, no ultimate yet. He's just gonna die. That was a heal. I thought that was the ultimate animation, but I don't even think an ultimate would have saved him.
Well, that's now 3 kills over on the side of Requiem. So, kill on Ezreal, kill on Lee Sin, which is exactly what he needs to, keep up the pressure. And this Nidalee going to keep up pressure on this Nautilus, even though he's farming pretty well. So,
he is farming pretty well concerning the pressure. Now, Galio and Mumu are going to try to change things up. Bottom lane going to try to answer back some of these kills. So far, they're doing well, but Galio does not have the ultimate, which does mean SpongeBob is going to be able to shift, flash, and heal out. So Snits not able to return any of that.
They got the summoner spells out of the AD carry, so that's pretty big. Arcane Shift for Ezreal means it's not going to matter too much, though, as long as they have the proper war coverage, which they have not had thus far. Alistar also down his flash, which is pretty big as well for any kind of insane engages that Snits want to do. So, not too much loss for Requiem, and they have about a 1,500 gold lead now.
Well, here, get this, though. Ezreal, SpongeBob decided to finish out the Manamune instead of getting a Sheen or some of the Iceborne items. Oh, wait a second. We'll get back to that later as Rocket goes in on a Nautilus who pops her up with the ultimate, trying to stay alive with the shield. Nearly goes under turret. Playing the turret aggro really well. Able to pick himself up another kill.
Why is Nokia Battle Axe walking up, taking a spear, and then walking back to tower? That was like the 3rd or 4th time he's done it. I feel like he should have known Nidalee was in that bush after the 5th time. So, just a big misplay from Nokia Battle Axe there. Walking way too close to anywhere where Nidalee could possibly be.
Yeah. I'd also like to point out back to the Ezreal. No Sheen means his Qs are not going to be doing as much as they should be. This may give Snits their opening bot lane if they want to try to abuse that.
Now, he's still going to be scaling, and he does have, 400 gold. He's on his way to his Sheen, if anything. Sivers got the BF. She's got 2 long swords, but she doesn't necessarily have the poke if Ezreal can, dip, dive, dodge, duck, dip, and dodge. I don't remember the 5Ds, but at least it's got a red buff.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. As Lee Sin comes in, he's going to try to look to kick him out, but Alistar's going to push him right back in. He does kick the Sivir. Paradox. But kind of misdirection that, and not just knocked her right towards the jungle and was able to walk right back under tower.
Yeah, he has no rush, but he is a substitute jungler. And when you do pop the spell shield, it is not even important. So, unfortunate. But BCamp doing pretty well in the jungle for himself. 1-0-1 up in CS on Amumu. Not too much of a surprise there, but he is having a slight bit more of an impact. We'll have to see if he makes anything else here, because it is only roughly... Actually, it's about a 2,500 gold lead for Requiem. Now Amumu wants to try
hold on a
and
second. We'll get back to that. As Quicklebit comes in, does get the bandage toss. But the spell shield means that he's gone now. They do get the teleport.
What?
Both top laners blue teleport in response to that, but neither one took it. All right, I guess we're just gonna play with 9 summoner spells. Or excuse me, gonna play with 18 summoner spells instead of 20.
Rocket canceled his teleport before Nokia Battle Axe even started it, and then he. Okay, I don't know what to say about that other than that was bad.
I'm just gonna say Nokia usually has a great game, but right now he's definitely not doing very well now. Amumu round 2, the spell shield's already down on the Morgana, gonna have to flash out, but here comes Amumu, the bandage toss ultimate, gonna be able to pick up the kill, help of his bot lane on the jungler, but meanwhile top, the teleport's getting blown by the Gallios. Nautilus goes back in after a Lee Sin gang. Oh! Galio coming in with a flash, an instant response flash by BCamp means he gets out to safety and avoids the ult, but Rocket was not able to avoid the Riptide as Galio looks for more. Rocket is flashing red, but no mana on Nokia. Grandma Nip's not quite in range. Having long cooldowns means Rocket's going to get out to safety.
Yeah, and now gank in the mid lane from Paradox and Alistar Penguin.
Oh, Galio's coming in from the top two. Gonna have to blow the flash. No ultimate right now, but we'll have the speed boost. Alistar comes over the wall with big flash, pulverized headbutt. Coming back, and a Mumu Quickleback picks up the kill, his second one of the game.
This is not good. You're letting a Mumu get tanky. You're giving him kills, and a Mumu is just gonna get tankier and tankier until you just can't touch him at this point. And
Wait a second. Hold on. B-Camp's going to look to turn this. As a Mumu comes back in, no mana on anybody from the Snits team. They could be in a lot of trouble. B-Camp might try to solo all of this. Might try to 2v5 here as Rocket's still far away. He's going in, looking for it. He is going to get one flash. Siver's doing what he can. Living Paradox is trying to get in there. Avoids the Sonic Wave. Sonic Resonance. But Nokia Battle Axe in there. A huge turnaround for him. If he can get out with this kill, be great for the top lane, but it looks like he got stuck up by the Morgana binding, but a flash over the wall. The spear not quite yet. The jump not there. Galio doesn't have the ultimate to keep him safe, so Rocket's gonna pick up the kill.
Ridiculous aggression from B-Camp there. Totally not needed. B-Camp, if you make a liar of me, I'm gonna be so mad at you. But 1-for-1, but Requiem do get to siege the tower and will get more gold off of the back of this. So Ezreal is also sieging bot tower as well.
Yeah,
and he
bot
looks
tower
to
as well.
get it. So that's two
He will get
towers
it.
for really
Maybe
you know,
even a
kill
dragon.
trade. Yeah.
This is starting to slide into the Requiem favor. As a goal just keeps piling up in their pockets. Rocket gets another jungle invade. Going to be able to steal that away. You know, that's going to hurt the Amumu a lot. He's very mana dependent. It also means it's not going on Galio, who's also very mana dependent.
Yeah, that's the reason really Galio isn't played as a mid laner. Not only the fact that he's melee, but his spells cost so much. So that is a big takeaway from TC Snits, but they want the dragon.
They're going to try to answer the two towers with the dragon. Requiem wasn't able to back, so but here comes Lee. Oh, the smite was way early, so Lee Sin could have stolen that one, but decided not to go in. Now Nahlis is in trouble top as he loses the third tower they gave for his team. Rocket's coming in trying to finish the kill with the help of Garzo Funk. They are chipping away slowly but surely on a very tanky Nautilus, but in the end he does go down.
So 4-6 now, 2 towers down. Or no, 3 towers down actually to none. As TC Snits pick up the dragon for the 3 towers. Definitely not worth in the end. And I think Requiem are going for this Rift Herald now, which will be even more pressure on the Snits squad to just make a play. Because right now Requiem are supposed to run away with the game.
They may be looking to make that play right here. No, they decided not to do it. They had started rotating up towards that, but it looks like the ward coverage is going to mean that they change their mind. So now Snits is definitely on the back foot. Can they turtle up against this heavy poke team though?
No. We'll see. All they have to do is turtle up a couple more minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 15 at that, and they can win this game easily. Lee Sin falls off. Ezreal doesn't necessarily fall off, but in comparison to the tanks on the side of TC Snits, the Galio, the Amumu, the Nautilus, the Alistar, they're all going to be so difficult to kill in 15 minutes. So this is a clock for Requiem, and if they can keep up this pressure, they can probably take the game.
Oh, Lulu gets caught out, forced to ult herself, and Lulu's still going in. The Banish Toss catches Nidalee Lulu, which combos into the Galio ultimate.
Oh!
Lulu barely gets taken out, almost got out of there. B-Camp comes in to return the kill onto Amumu, and they are still driving in towards the Snits team, as Nokia is now here to help be that frontline tank. Alistar forced to ultimate already, and he's still down to half health. But they're not done with it yet. Requiem counter jungles again, and Snits lets them have it. Well, they end up pushing the mid lane. Gonna try to catch him out here in rotation. Lee Sin's going in. Flash kick back in the team. That was a tank, though. B-Camp could be in trouble. We're a little too deep. Now, Awesome Bill is the target of the focus as he busted his ultimate, but everybody is going to be able to avoid it. And Awesome Bill is going to go down. So far, it is a 2-for-2 trade, 3-for-2 trade as Rocket comes back in with the kill, with the return kill. And now Garzo Funk picks up Penguin War Chief as Rocket goes ham on the nips. He's still going ham, going under tower. Doesn't even care, just going to tank it up. And Requiem with another, big take.
That fight lasted long enough for both Amumu and Lulu to come back to the team fight. Ridiculously long-lasting fight actually means Requiem get the much better trade of that, as they're going to pick up a tower on the back of like 5 kills.
Yeah. That definitely plays into the strength of Ezreal. The longer the fights, the better Ezreal will do. So Snits not exactly playing these team fights to their advantage.
8,000 gold lead now for Requiem. No towers taken for TC Snits.
5 kills on solo on the lane Italy.
Yeah. Yep. I was really worried about it, and I still am worried about it, but if you play this...
I was worried for you.
If you play this Nidalee into a team like Digital Esports, if you play it into a team like Requiem themselves, a top team in the tournament, then they'll know how to abuse it.
But isn't Snits a top team?
Nah, Snits is, at this point, tied with, I believe, Fire after this game. So
if they lose, they haven't lost yet, but I would say that this may just be an off day for Nokia. He usually doesn't perform this poorly.
It's possible.
You just be seeing a fluke in the system, a glitch in the matrix. As Requiem tries to take the game off of Snits, so far no magic resist, no locket. Excuse me, they have magic resist on the scepter, but no locket yet. Now they're trying to force the fight here as Awesome Bill stayed a little bit too long in the jungle. Follow the Ezreal, who was able to shift out. Now he doesn't have shift as Nokia battle axe goes in. The Amumu ultimate finds 2, the Galio ultimate finds the same 2. And now Rocket's on the run. SpongeBob still is alive, though, on the back line. As Garzo tanks up a lot of damage with their ultimate. Now nobody's dead yet. Except the Alistar. Living Paradise gets a triple kill. And my god, I'm speechless because Snitch just completely turned that around in a 5-for-1 trade.
You say turn around. They were on the front. Requiem were on the back foot that entire fight. TC Snitch had that fight in the bag. Rockets, Nidalee kept spearing
Yeah, because Spirit are finally playing to their strengths, and they're not done yet. They want more.
That's scary. Yeah, but Nidalee was throwing spears at the wrong target. She jumped in 1v4 when the spear hit a half-health Nautilus. You're not going to kill a Nautilus instantly at half health, especially when he's in 3 other team members.
Yeah.
Really,
That's maybe just
ugly fight.
Hot-headedness out of Italy. Maybe he's got 6 kills, but 6 kills doesn't really mean much if you're doing plays like that.
Yeah, well, Lulu altered herself, and at that point I thought it could have been turned around, but as soon as that explosion from Galio's ultimate went off, it was donezo after Ezreal went down, after I believe Lee Sin went down as well. It was a lost fight.
I will say, though, great job by Snits identifying that Requiem had stayed too long in their jungle and then pulling the trigger and then just continuing to pull the trigger. They didn't hesitate for 1 second. They just kept driving forward, and that allowed them for the victory in that team fight.
Yeah, this could be risky. Nah, she's gonna
They were down a lot of gold, so that must be. Oh no, they're Raptors spoiling the surprise. Get that Raptor an MVP award.
Yeah, more wards though on the side of Requiem. They have all this deep vision in Snitch's jungle, so they should, in theory, be able to out-rotate anything Snitch do, but they just haven't done it yet, and they still have about a 4,000 gold lead, 4,500 gold lead. It just doesn't feel like it after that team fight.
You're right. It does seem that Requiem just doesn't know what to do right now. You are 100% right. They could potentially be sieging down. They could split. But right now they're kind of just almost it feels like testing the waters when they are clearly ahead.
Yeah, it looks like that there's gonna be some sort of action in this, Baron area. Sivir was moved top.
That's 2 smites Quicklebit has missed.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be the 5-on-5. Grandma's Snits does have the teleport. The whole Requiem team has maneuvered up there. Lee Sin's going in onto the tank. Alistar is going to be forced to pop his ultimate. Here comes the teleport in. This is it. 5-on-5. 2 into the same target. Now it's going to be right into the fight. The Amumu goes off on 4. Here comes Galio. Hasn't used his ult yet. Alistar finally goes down as Lee Sin returns the kill. Lee Sin did get Lulu ulted. So that's going to allow him to pick up a double kill as he falls to the Galio double kill. Now Rocket is trying to do what he can, but it is not going to be enough as Quicklebit jumps in with the bandage toss. Now Nihilus is looking for the anchor on the Ezreal. He finds it right now, and Nitz picks up his triple kill, and they're looking to get the ace as Awesome Bill is the last one left alive. Galio's going to flash for it, but a quick flash response from Bill means he's going to get to safety, but Snits again with a huge turn.
Yeah, and this gold lead is getting smaller and smaller for Requiem. They're slowly losing these fights because they overstaying. They kicked Alistar. They caught Alistar out, and you don't really ever catch an Alistar out when he has his ultimate up. Kicking an Alistar back to your enemy team just so you can pulverize allowed that time for Galio's teleport to go through, allowed Amumu's ultimate to hit all of the backline of Requiem and then chain it with Galio's ultimate as well. So, as soon as those two things go off, Ezreal, Lulu, Nidalee are all, if not dead, down to 10% health. So they're taking these fights that they just really shouldn't be forcing.
I would say this was Requiem's game to lose, as they could have just out-rotated and sieged any objective they wanted with their strong poke comp and their huge gold lead. But they did the complete opposite of that. They just tried to force some really bad fights and some really bad areas for them and some big choke points.
They're going for Baron.
And they paid for it, but here is, I would almost say, a desperation Baron at this point. As they get it started up, they should have the heals and the shields to do it.
There's nothing
but now
TC can do.
Kia knows Amumu's on the way, but this is going to be 2-on-5 here. If Nihilus even stays alive long enough for that to happen, the Baron's getting chunked down, but not very quick. It's only half health. Here comes Amumu. And Requiem's going to back out.
Oh, they could have done it. They just didn't have the vision and didn't know how close TC Snits were. That was a really good Baron call. Just unfortunate not following through with it.
Oh, wait a second, though. Snits is going to take a lot of damage here trying to clear ward. Alistar is able to heal up a little bit of it, but the poke damage should start to add up if Requiem can start finding some of these skill shots.
Yeah, now it's just an awkward standoff around the Baron pit. Like, oh, that didn't work out. Awkward. So we'll see if
that was 100% a desperation Baron.
They could have,
which is crazy considering they have the gold lead.
They really could have done it. They just needed to
I don't know.
commit.
That's a huge choke point. That's a huge choke point if Galio actually gets there with a Mumu.
Yeah, but they have a Nidalee, they have an Ezreal, and flashes on everyone else. They could have flashed over the wall and been safe if worse goes to worse. Come on, man. You got to go for the big plays.
They're opting to play for it safe. Now, they could have. This is like 100% unexpected for how we saw this early game go. Snits is definitely turning this around, proving me not to be a liar and Lee to be wrong, like usual.
It's not usual yet, Brent. It's not usual yet. Usual yet. Not usual yet. What the fuck?
That's okay. At least you're better with your vocab than you are at picking winning teams.
I mean, I don't know, Brent. We'll see after this game. I still think Requiem could... I really don't, but I think they could do it.
They might be able to turn it around. They get some lucky team fights, and I have to say lucky because their composition is more of a siege poke comp. Win the early game, which they did, and then they just did not play to their comp strengths.
Yep.
And Snits is just punishing them at every turn.
Exactly. Right now, it's just Requiem's just throwing the game at this point. It's getting to 30 minutes, and now everyone at TC Snits have some tank items, have some safety, have some health, have some resistances, and there's really not much Requiem can
Yeah.
do at this point because they've lost and forced so much.
And I'm not wrong. This was their game to lose. Like, at least to me, it felt like this was Requiem's game to lose.
Well, they were at 1,800 gold ahead. That lead is
Well, that's
now
what- that's
only
what
about
I'm saying, like-
3,500.
They had the game in the bag. And then they just didn't do anything with the bag, and Snits just took it right from them.
Yeah, we'll see. That one trick, you
We'll
know, Requiem falling for
Hey.
that trap.
This is starting off. But it's 4v5. Quicklepick misses his third
Oh.
smite, but Galio flashes in with a big 3-man ultimate. Not gonna quite find the kill. Ezreal's still been untouched on the backside as he just got to the fight. But Morgana able to get out, and at least Sin has been split. This is a 5-man bunch to a 2- and 3-man split from Requiem. Can Snits find a kill? They do find one, but Morgana answers 2 on the backside with the help of Ezreal. Rocket's still quite healthy. Running low on mana, though, trying to jump over the wall, but a good flash from Nokia keeps that from happening. Now
Hey.
the spear on the Penguin War Chief means his death, and Nokia's not going to be able to answer it out. This is a huge missed fight from Snits as Nokia, who had as Requiem, have no business winning that. Ends up getting a 1-for-4 and the dragon.
Yeah, Lee Sin, B-Camp getting that really nice dragon steal and then flashing out, re-engaging after that flash. Really smart from Requiem. And now they're going to get this mid tower and possibly siege even farther.
It's amazing how many members were low. Louis was able to back and recall in that fight. There were so many flashing red members at one point for the Requiem team who just all got healed back up or went back to base. Snits just was not able to quite lock him down.
Yeah, but still, TC Snits can still win the team fight. Honestly, that was a really well-played fight from Requiem, but you saw how hard they fought to get it. And now there's no summoners, there's not many things left for Requiem to use to win the next fight. So TC Snits can still easily take a fight.
They could. You know, this still may be anybody's game. We've counted both teams out twice now. So maybe these teams still have some more fight left in them. They're trying to clear out wards. Baron looks to be the next objective as both teams start to dance around it again. Teleports are up. 2 teleports for Snits, 1 teleport for Requiem. Maybe they make use of the split push.
Galio has a much bigger impact than in Italy, I'd say, in a team fight per se. So we'll see how they want to play this siege composition from Requiem. They really, honestly, should probably be going for some sort of split push against this team fight comp from TC Snits, but I'm not too sure why they're at Dragon right now. But I've seen crazier things.
Seen crazier things. The Dragon's not anywhere close to coming up. That timer has been fixed, so if it was getting close, we would know about it.
Yeah, they just took it, like...
They did. They just stole it. Maybe they just didn't realize it.
They forgot. They're like, oh, I stole it. I forgot.
We got that one?
Oh, wow.
No, but I do want to point out, though, that Quicklepick has missed every smite we've seen.
Yeah.
So is that a worrying trend?
Look at Rocket splitting, though. Honestly, if Requiem can hold this back and at least keep their inhibitor turret, this could be big. Yeah, they're forcing him off.
Requiem is. They did. They forced him off. Nearly Rocket has complete reign of this.
See,
They're trying to rotate down, but they're going to lose a lot of damage.
he can
on
take
that
it quick
inhibitor
with his
turret.
attack speed buff, too.
Even if they pick up the kill, this is still not
No,
going to be
he's got his
very
TP.
good.
He's going to TP away.
Oh my god, they had double TP and they didn't use it. What a blown TP. They're going to try to answer the kill, but they need a whole ace for this to even be worth it. Nilly's trying to do a great escape. The rest of his team backed off. Nips does pick up the kill, but that is definitely not worth it. Oh, the Baron rush too, maybe.
No, they should have gone for Baron immediately as soon as TC Snits turned for Nidalee there. Big misplay, because now TC Snits can catch up to him. They did get that bot tower, though, so they could potentially sneak that inhibitor later if they can't take a team fight. So they need to ward at this Baron and back off. Oh, Israel.
Baron take for Snits. Or if they can find some kills here, but the binding's going to stop any Alistar aggression. They may still end up going for it. In fact, they are. This is going to be it. This is going to be a 4-on-5 for the next 18 seconds until Rocket comes up with the teleport. He does have the teleport, and there are plenty of wards behind the Snits team for him to come into, and one in the pit. Now, Baron at 1/4 health. Lisa's going to come in. Is Quicklebit going to be able to smite it? He missed the smite again, but Living Paradox is able to pick it up. Now, the fight is on. Galio only finds 2. He does manage to kill the Lulu, but Ezreal hops right over the wall, so he'll be raining down the damage untouched. But Sivir does pick up B-Camp, and now the ultimate is on. The chase is there. Rocket decided not to teleport in, so he's going to be running up, but he'll be with his other 2 members in just a second. Now the poke's starting to add up, so Snits is going to have to back away, but they manage a 2-for-0 plus Baron.
That was a big mistake there. They should have at least let B-Camp, left him to die as soon as he went in. There's no reason to try and risk that, you know. Overall, only 1 person lost for the Baron. Not in-game losing Baron take for Requiem there. However, there are big waves in the bot side, and now 5 members of TC Snits have that Baron buff. So they can split push, they can team fight to their heart's content, and probably take it. An inhibitor at least.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, though, in that fight, both junglers missed the smite. And Living Paradox, the ADC, picked up the Baron kill.
Mm-hmm. Well, Quicklebit missing quite a bit. So many smites this game. And then
pretty much every smite we've seen.
B-Camp isn't a
I hate to
substitute
rag
jungle,
on him,
so I'll give him that. B-Camp, you get, 1.
Usually, honestly, we don't see this from Quicklebit either. It seems like the Snits team is just not prepared to play today. But, they're trying to make what they can from him. Finally, he gets that smite there. So that's good. But that could have been game-changing at that Baron had they not picked it up.
Yeah, really risky there, but they did get it in the end, so it's not too much of an issue. 2 dragons to 2. Requiem still have a 3-tower lead and about a 4,000 gold lead, which is just going down the longer this goes as bot lane's pushing in. And they're going to siege this mid tower, though.
They need to group up, take this mid turret, take the bottom turret, and the inhibitor. Bottom with that giant minion wave balling up. If they're smart, they'd rotate right down and get it after they finish getting wave cleared out here mid. Lulu's gonna go down though, so they may end up getting a free inhibitor mid as well. Rocket's pushing top lane, but not able to outpush the 5 members of Snits as the fight turns on to Awesome Bill. A movement picks up the kill, and now B-Camp's in trouble. He goes down as well. Nidalee does teleport back in, but now it's 3-on-5. Still the Galio ultimate to lock up the team as Ezreal gets chunked down to half health. Force the ultimate from Lulu. Nips is trying to get in there to find the ultimate. So far hasn't needed it. There it goes. Gonna lock up Lulu and Rocket. Forces the Lulu flash. Now Alistar's still going in. This is gonna be the game.
Wow.
For Snits. Oh my god, they still got the gold deficit at 37 minutes.
You're kidding me.
Save it. He can't. This is gonna be a 5-man in. Out of Snits. Off the Baron push. Lulu does pick up 1, but there's still 3 left. 4 left.
No way.
And my gosh, Snits gets it.
What the heck happened there? I can't even